Friends, I am Dr. Surjit Ghosh. Welcome to my channel, Dr. Ghosh Presents. Signs, symptoms and uses of Homeo remedy platina. Full name platinum, short name platina, common name metal platinum. Source, element, chemical kingdom. Therapeutic uses of platina: abdominal disorders, menstrual disorders, nerve disorders, genitourinary disorders, rheumatism, headache, disorder of labors, etc. etc. Spheres of action of platina: acts upon nervous system, especially on nerve center, depressing the sensorium and producing a general tendency to anesthesia, paralysis, etc., affecting women in general. Mind the term women in general. Constitution of platina: makeup of the body of the platina, especially suited to women of dark complexion, dark hair with rigid muscular fibers, suffering from too early too profuse menses. Temperament of platina: hysterical and sanguine. Miasms with platina: Sora in the backdrop. Is platina hot or chilly? Hot. Mental journals of platina. Please be careful here, because here lies the platina patient in the mental journal symptoms. You can remember this platina from these mental journals. The remedy for perverted mental conditions: laughs at wrong time, disordered sense of proportion, objects seem smaller, strange, frightful. That is, the patient thinks objects smaller, they are strange, and mainly these ladies fear from this thing. Fear of death, which seems very near, screams for help, changing mood, weeps, laughs alternately, hysteric, one moment gay, the next sad. Otter. This pronounced as otter. Otter, what is the meaning of otter? That has been given in the colon portion. This colon means feels large, proud, stately, and thinks others small, insignificant, hates everyone. This totally thinks is otter is peculiar feeling of a person, and generally it is seen in the ladies. She feels herself large, he is proud of, he is very qualified, he is stately, but others are small, insignificant. Impulse to kill her own child, her husband, on seeing a knife, whom she secretly loves or passionately loves. Secretly dislikes or passionately loves. Nymphomania, excessive sexual desire, especially in virgins and lying in women. Lying in means in the labor, the patient in labor is going to the childbirth position. Hysterical spasms. She whistles, sings, dances, unchaste talk, like a frivolous young lady. Wounded pride of sex and or sexual excitement brings on mental symptom. Wounded pride, that is, if her pride is wounded or she is sexually excited, then mental symptoms comes. Thinks herself alone, deserted. She does not belong to her own family. Thinks her husband will never return. Something will happen to him, that is her husband. Mental troubles get better at twilight and when menses suppressed. These are peculiar positions. When the menses suppressed and evening, these mental troubles are better. Serious over trifling matters. Sits in a corner, broods and says nothing. Please, you read this twice or thrice. These are very, very important symptoms to know the platina patient. Physical journals of platina: sex organ excessively sensitive, vaginismus. Vaginismus means when the vagina is in a very hyper state of hypersensitive state. Nobody can touch it, not even doctor. Cannot bear even touch. Go into spasms when examination. That is, when a lady doctor examines her vagina, she goes into spasms. Faint during coitus. Cramping pain causes numbness and tingling. Pain increases gradually to height, then declines gradually. Little exertion leads to trembling of all parts of the body. Tremors painful and irregular. Mental symptoms appear, physical or sexual symptoms disappear, or vice versa. That is, physical sexual symptoms appear, then mental symptoms disappear. Epilepsy and catalepsy. Epilepsy, spasmodic jerking of body muscles with froth in mouth, eyes are moved, and patient is in state condition, stiff condition but bent. Catalepsy is something else. Catalepsy is the state of prolonged muscular rigidity and immobility with unnatural fixed posture. Catalepsy. Both are there. This is static, this is movement. There is movement. Localized coldness of single parts like eyes, ears, nose, etc., or numbness of scalp, face, coccyx, scalps. Discharges of body like menses, stool, tears, everything is sticky in nature. Bad effects of pride, sorrows, vexation, passion, hemorrhage, sexual excesses. That is, if there is any sorrow, after prolonged sorrow, some peculiar symptoms. If he is in a vexed condition, then some peculiar symptoms comes. These are called bad effects of fright, sorrows, vexation, passion, hemorrhage, and sexual excesses. General models of platina words: emotion, sexual excess, coercion, chagrin, touch, nerve exhaustion, fasting, during menses, sitting, standing, bending backwards. Better, walking in open air, sunshine, stretching. Head symptoms of platina: tense, pressing pain, numbness with headache with leukorrhea, sensation as if water in forehead. Eye symptoms of platina: feel cold, twitching of eyelids, object look smaller than they are actually. Ear symptoms of platina: feel cold and numb extending to cheeks and lips. Nose symptoms of platina: nose numb with redness of face. Crampy pain at the root of nose. Face symptoms of platina: coldness and creeping and numbness all over the right side of face. Grimaces. Grimaces means he makes faces, that is different type of facing, as usually small children or boys makes at one another. That is called grimaces in English. Boring and cramps in jaws, locked jaw, malar bone nerve. This is the malar bone. The lady is showing what is malar bone. Now locked jaw, you must know what is locked jaw. Locked jaw is a symptom of tetanus also. It may not be tetanus also. General lockjaw may be there. Now what is lockjaw? You see, this joint is called TMJ, temporomandibular junction. Temporomandibular joint. This joint is most used joint in our body. When this joint becomes fixed, it is lockjaw. But lockjaw means it is jaw is locked, but whether it is from tetanus or not, that is some separate symptoms are there. If there is fever, if there is the patient is in state of high, blood pressure is high, his heart rate is high, then it is tetanus. Otherwise, it is simple lockjaw. Malar bone numb. Mouth symptoms of platina: pulsating pain in teeth, as if tongue were scalded, mouths feel cold, sweet taste on tip of tongue. Stomach symptoms of platina: repugnance, that is severe aversion to food from sadness, again ravenous hunger, huge hunger, hasty eating, eats everything around her, loss of appetite after first mouthful. Look how peculiar the symptoms are. One time is ravenous hunger, it's hasty eating, it's everything. Another time is loss of appetite after first mouthful. That is, he takes first mouthful, his appetite is lost. Abdomen symptoms of platina: painter's colic. That is very important. Painter's colic. Painter used to use colors, and all colors are made of lead. Lead is poisonous. So prolonged use of this lead, somehow it disturbs their alimentary canal, and colic is there. That is called Pentar's colic. Pain umbilical region extending through into the back turns twist in all possible directions. That is pain from umbilical region extend to everywhere in the body. Stools hard, black, scanty, with great straining. Often soft clay-like stool adheres to rectum. Constipation of two wrists, of pregnancy, voluptuous crawling, itching in anus in every evening. Male genital symptoms of Latina. Bad effects of masturbation before puberty. Perverted sexual desire, tickling, itching with excessive sexual desire. Female genital symptoms of Platina. Vaginismus from excessive sensitiveness of sex organ. You know vaginism, or I have already explained it. Vagina is hypersensitive. Coition impossible. Pruritus valvi, that is external genitalia. There is severe itching. It is called pruritus valvi with voluptuous tingling. Voluptuous means something that gives a sexual pleasure-like sensation. That is voluptuous. Excessive sexual desire, especially in virgins, leading to masturbation. Mind it. Excessive sexual desires of virgins leading to masturbation. Anybody thinks that masturbation is just done by male person. It's not that. Female also do masturbation. It is common to both sex. Actually, mind is male, female, there is no difference. We are all bisexual in nature. Bisexual in nature, by nature we are bisexual. We are, someone is male, another one is female, because the male portion is more, so he is male. Where female portion is more, so he is female. But conversion is possible. You might have noted some incident in newspaper that person was born as a male child, gradually he is growing up and he is changing into female, or vice versa. It is quite possible. It is natural. There are some person who do not know it, and they laugh at them, or they just take it otherwise. But it is common. Every sensible person know that it may happen. Nymphomania more in puerperal state. Nymphomania more in puerperal state. That is when the lady is in childbirth condition, childbed, is nymphomania sexual. His huge sexual excitation has come. Menses dark, thick, profuse, clotted, too early, too profuse, with dragging pain after abortion, rising from a seat. Ovaritis, this is ovaritis. Ovary is inflammation of ovary. Ovaritis with burning pain and sterility. Dysmenorrhea with shrieks and jerks. Dysmenorrhea, painful menstruation. Shrieks comes out from the mouth of the person who is feeling this. Jerk is automatically coming from pain. Leukorrhea with leukorrhea like white of an egg, only by daytime after urination, rising from a seat. Amenorrhea with frequent sensation as if men should appear. Back symptoms of Platina. Bruised backache, worse from pressure and bending backwards. Numbness in sacrum and coccyx. This green portion is sacrum. Below this light violet portion is coccyx. These portions are numbed, like sense that some blow has come on it. Extremity symptoms of Platina. Cramp in calves. Cramp in calves is a very painful situation. Thighs tight as if bandaged. Hands and feet cold. Fingers distorted. Numbness of little finger or fingers. Paralytic weakness. Limbs felt weary and numb. Skin symptoms. Tingling, pricking, itching. Sleep symptoms. Spasmodic yawning. See this spasmodic yawning. Is enough painful. Spasmodic yawning. Sleeps on back with knees drawn up and spread apart. Just think of the situation. Sleep back with knees drawn up and spread apart. Wants to uncover entirely. Complementary, Ras toxicodendron, thallium, related medicine, opium. With this, the video ends. Thanks for listening and viewing. Got any problem, please write it in the comment section. I would attend certainly.